in all these transformation that you see, whether you're changing sine to cos or sec to cosec, whatever transformation that you're doing, what you see is sum of the angles that are involved here is 90. See, 90 minus theta and theta. What is the sum here? 90 minus theta plus theta is equal to 90 degree, right? And when the sum of two angles is 90 degree, what do we call it? What do we call the angles? We call them complementary angles.
Complementary.
So therefore, whenever the angles are complementary, you can change sine to cos, cos to sine. You can change sec to cosec. Here also, if you see, this 90 degree minus theta plus theta will give you 90 degree. So whenever you see that angles are complementary, you can change sec to cosec or cosec to sec. You can change tan to cot or cot to tan, whichever is convenient for you. But angles have to be complementary. That is, the sum of the angles have to be 90 degree. Okay. So let us come to the problem based on these. How to deal with problems based on these. Now, first one I will not do. First one, if you can do the second one, you can do the first one also. Let us see the second one here. The question is evaluate sec 29 degree divided by cosec 61 degree plus 2 cot 8 degree, cot 17 degree, cot 45 degree, cot 73 degree, cot 82 degree, minus 3 sine square 38 degree plus sine square 52 degree. Okay. Now you have to see the angles first. Whenever you're given such a problem, you have to see the angles first. Which angles actually total up to 90 degree? You see that, and you also have to bear in mind the sign can be changed to cos. Cos can be changed to sine. Sec can be changed to cosec and vice versa. Tan can be changed to cot and vice versa. That's these two things you have to bear in mind. Okay, that is, some of the angles have to be 90 degree, and the next thing is all the transformation: sine to cos, cos to sine, sec to cosec, cosec to sec, and tan to cot, cot to tan. Now, if you see in this expression here, you see a sec and a cosec here, right? And you know the sec can be changed to cosec or cosec can be changed to sec, right? And what you also see is that this 29 degree plus 61 degree will give you 90 degree, right? So what you do is you either change sec to cosec or you can change cosec to sec. Okay, let us change sec to cosec. In this here I have changed cosec to sec. Let us change sec to cosec here. If I change the numerator, the sec in the numerator to a cosec, what I'm going to get? 90 degree minus the angle here. What is the angle? 29 degree. Because I have changed sec to cosec, I have subtracted 29 degree from 90 degree. And denominator, I keep it as it is. Okay. This. Next, if you see the next part of the expression, you see there are a lot of angles and all are caught. Okay. Now, what you must observe is that which angle total up to, again, the two things that you need to keep in mind. The first thing, which angle total up to 90 degree, which two angles. And second thing is that tan can be changed to cot and cot can be changed to tan. So if you see that 82 and 8, these two angles, 82 and 8, they add up to 90 degree. 17 degree and 73 degree, they add up to 90 degree. And only remaining this is cot 45. But you know that cot 45 is equal to 1 by tan 45, isn't it? Cot 45 is equal to 1 by tan 45, and tan 45 is a standard angle. What is the value of tan 45? 1. So what you do is you take all these together. You take all the angles that add up to 90 degree together. So you take 2 cot 8 degree, you take cot 8 degree and cot 82 degree together. Next, you take cot 17 degree and cot 73 degree together. And cot 45 is only remaining. So what you write here is cot 45, you write it as tan 45. Okay. Minus now 3. Now see here you have a sine, both sines you have here, right? Also, what you see is that these two angles add up to 90 degree, 38 and 52. They add up to 90 degree. What you also know is that sine can be changed to cos. So if I change one sine to cos, then what will happen? You also know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, right? So I have a sine square and a sine square something and a sine square something. If I change 1 to cos square, then sine square theta plus cos square theta will become 1. So that is why you change any of these two. Either you change sine square 38 degree to cos square, or you change cos square sine square 52 degree to cos square. Okay. So what I do is, let us change. In the problem, I have shown you all the steps. Here I'm skipping the steps. Okay. Sine square 38 degree I keep as it is. Okay. And this one, what I do is, this sine square I change to cos square. And when we are changing sine to cos, we subtract the angle from 90 degree. That's it. Now what happens? Next step, this becomes cosec 90 minus 29 becomes cosec 61 divided by cosec 61. So these two cancel. Okay. Plus twice. Now here I have a cot and a cot, right? So what I do is, I can change this cot to a tan, or I can change this cot to a tan, whichever, but only one of them you need to change. Okay. So what you do here is, suppose cot 8 degree I change to tan. Okay. So the first one. So instead of cot 8 degree, I write here tan 90 degree minus 8 degree cot, and this one tan I have changed, this cot I have changed to tan, and this cot I keep as it is, cot 82 degree. Okay, consider the next pair. The next pair is cot 17, cot 73. You change either one. You change either cot 17 to tan, or you change cot 73 to tan. It depends on you. Okay, let's change cot 73. This time we let cot 17 as it is, and we change tan. Cot 73 to tan. That means this will become 90 degree minus 73 degree. And 1 by tan 45. You know the value of tan 45 is 1. So this will be simply 1 by 1. Okay. So that is 1. Nothing to do there. And the remaining part here is minus 3. You have sine square 38 degree. And this we becomes plus cos square 38 degree. So what do you see? That these two angles are same now. And they are sine square theta plus cos square theta, you know, is 1. So this entire expression becomes 1. This entire expression here, the value of this is 1, which we shall put in the next step. Okay. So in the next step, we see cosec 61 cancel to give you 1 plus. Now the next is here tan 90 degree minus 8 degree is tan 82 degree, cot 82 degree. This is cot 17 degree. And this is tan 90 minus 73 is again 17. Minus 3 sine square, as I told you, sine square 38 plus cos square 38 is 1, because sine square theta plus cos square theta, you know, is 1. Okay, so now what happens? This is 1 plus twice. Now you know that tan and cot are reciprocal of each other. Okay, so what you do is, you can write 1 directly. Tan 82 into cot 82 is equal to 1 directly. You can write, because they are reciprocal of each other, therefore the product has to be 1. Or what you can do is, you can change cot to tan, so that they will cancel. Here also you can change cot 17 to 1 by tan 17. Minus 3. Okay, so what happens? This becomes 1 plus, this is 1, and this is 1 minus 3. So this becomes 1 plus 2 minus 3, which is equal to 3 minus 3, which is equal to 0. That is the value. Clear with this or any questions? If you can do this problem, you can do most of the other problems. So let's see the other problems. Prove without using tables. Um, let us do 3, 3, 2 and 3, 3. 3, 2. Let's start with. Question here is cos 80 degree divided by sine 10 degree plus cos 59 degree cosec 31 degree. Okay, you need to prove that this is equal to 2. So this is a question. So what you do is you start from the left hand side. You need to prove that this is equal to 2. Again, what you do here, you see here, so you have a sine and cos. So what you do is you change either cos to sine or sine to cos. Let us change this cos to sine. Cos 90 degree minus 80 degree. And the denominator sine, you keep it as it is. Okay, and here you also know that this is a product of cos and sec, cos and cosec. You know that cosec can be changed to sec. You know that cosec can be changed to sec, and you know that sec
Yes, sir.
is the reciprocal of cos. So that is why you change this cosec to sec. Okay, or what you can do is you can change this to sine and keep cosec as it is. Okay, any one you can change. Okay, let us say I change this cosec. Cos 59 degree I write as it is, and this cosec I change to sec. 90 degree minus 31 degree. So this next step would be sine 10 degree. I sine 10 degree plus cos 59 degree into sec 59 degree. Now this sine 10 will cancel to give you simply a 1. Okay, plus, and cos 59 you write as it is, and you know that sec is the reciprocal of cos, so you write this as cos 59 degree. So what happens? This and this cancels. You get 1 plus 1 equal to 2 equal
Yes,
to
sir. 1
RHS,
plus 1 equals to 2. Hence
which is
proof.
equal to RHS. Okay. Let us do 3, 3. Three, 3. Question here is you need to prove that this left hand side equal to sine square 34 degree plus sine square 56 degree plus 2 tan 18 degree tan 72 degree minus cot square 30 degree. This you need to show that this is equal to 0. Okay, you know that sine can be changed to cos, and also you see that the sum of these two is 90 degree, right? You change any one to cos. Let us change the first one to cos. So you get cos square 90 degree minus 34 degree plus you write this as it is sine square 56 degree. Again you see in this tan 18, tan 72. The sum of 72 and 18 is again 90 degree. And you can change one tan to cot. So what you do is you change this tan to cot. 90 degree minus 18 degree and keep the second tan as it is, tan 72 degree, you keep it as it is, minus cot square 30. Cot square 30 can be written as 1 by tan square 30, and you know tan 30 is a standard angle, right? So you can put the value directly, nothing to do here. So what happens here? You get cos square 56 degree plus sine square 56 degree plus 2 cot 72 degree tan 72 degree minus, and what is the value of tan 30? Tan 30 you know is 1 by root 3, but this is tan square, so this is 1 by root 3 square. Now you see that this part is cos square theta plus sine square theta, this becomes 1. What about the remaining part? Cots you can change to tan. Cot 72 you change to tan 72. And this is the minus sign here. Okay, and this is 1 by 1/3. So this will cancel here. So you get 1 plus 2, and 1 by 1/3 means 3. Means 3 plus 3 minus 3, which is equal to 0, which is equal to your right hand side. Okay. Any question in this part of the in this any step? So we move on to the next one.
No, sir.
Now here also these two questions are very very easy. Okay. Still I'll work out this one sum here. This one. The number here is number 5. Simplify. What is the expression given to simplify? Cos theta by sine 90 degree minus theta plus cos 90 degree minus theta divided by sec 90 degree minus theta minus 3 tan square 30 degree. You know tan 30 is a standard angle. So here you don't have to do anything. You simply put the value here. Okay. So therefore we start from this cos theta, and you know sine 90 degree minus theta is cos theta. We put it cos theta plus cos 90 degree minus theta, you know, is sine theta, and sec 90 degree minus theta, you know, is cosec theta minus 3 tan 30, the value is 1 by root 3. So you put 1 by root 3 and square. Okay. So this you get, this cos cancels. You get a 1 here plus sine theta. You change cosec to sine, 1 by sine theta minus 3 1/3. This 3 and this 3 again cancel. So you get 1 plus this entire expression becomes sine square theta minus 1. So you simply get sine square theta. This is a simplified form of the expression. Okay. Number 6, a very important problem, and very lot of things to observe in this problem also. Question here is, show that this is equal to 1. I mean left hand side is equal to 1. What is the left hand side given? Cos square 45 degree plus theta plus cos square 45 degree minus theta divided by tan 60 degree plus theta tan 30 degree minus theta. This you have to show is equal to 1. What you must observe here is, if you add up this angle and this angle, it comes to 90 degree. See, 45 plus theta plus 45 minus theta will give you 90 degree. This you must observe. Next, what you observe is that cos can be changed to sine. Any of these two cos can be changed to sine, because the sum of the angles is 90 degree, right? So these two observations is your first thing that you must make. Okay. Next observation that you must make is in the denominator. Again, in the denominator, if you see, the sum of the angles here is 90 degree. Sum of the angles here is 90 degree. Okay, that means also once you see that the sum is 90 degree, what you also see is that any of these two tans can be changed to cot, any one of them. Okay, so that means we'll proceed in that way only. So in the numerator, what we do here is we change one cos to sine. Okay, let us change this to sine. So sine square 90 degree minus this entire angle 45 degree plus theta. Okay, and this cos you keep as it is. divided by. Now if you see in the denominator, one of the cot you can change. So let us change the second cot, tan 60 degree plus theta we write as it is. Let us change this to cot 90 degree minus the entire angle 30 degree minus theta. Okay, this is the main observation that you must make, that I am subtracting the entire angle. See, 45 plus theta, 30 minus theta, I am subtracting the entire angle. So what are we getting? Sine square. Here we are getting 90 degree. If you open the brackets, minus 45 degree minus theta plus cos square 45 degree minus theta. In the solved problem, I have given you more steps for your understanding. That is why I'm skipping these, the square part. I think that is understandable. You can do this way also, no problem. Cot. So what do you get here in the numerator? You get sine square. 90 minus 45 is 45. You get 45 minus theta plus cos square, again 45 degree minus theta, divided by tan 60 degree plus theta, cot 90 minus 30 is 60, 60 degree plus theta. Okay, and you know that if you see these two angles are equal, 45 degree minus theta and 45 degree minus theta. And you know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So consider these two as theta. You get in the numerator, you get 1. And in the denominator, you know that tan is reciprocal of cot. So what you do is you write cot as 1 by tan. So these two cancel. So you simply get 1, which is equal to your right hand side. Okay. So that is an important sum. So move on to the next sum. Find the value of A if sec 2A is equal to cosec A minus 27 degree, where 2A is an acute angle. Find the measure of angle A. So given here, number 7, given here is sec 2A is equal to cosec A minus 27. Now you know that sec can be changed to cosec, right? You know sec can be changed to cosec and cosec can be changed to sec. So you can do it in two ways. You can proceed in two ways. Either you can change sec to cosec or you can change cosec to sec. Let us change this. Let us change this sec to cosec. So given sec 2A is equal to cosec A minus 27. Let us change this sec to cosec. So this becomes cosec 90 degree minus 2A is equal to cosec A minus 27. Okay. The second one, see, I have shown you here. I have the second method which I was about to do here. I've shown you here, so you can see this where I'm changing this cosec to sec. Okay. So here I am proceeding in this manner only. Okay. I am changing sec to cosec and proceeding. You can do it this way also. So what happens? Both sides you have cosec. Again, a cosec will not cancel. I'm writing this 90 minus 2A is equal to A minus 27 degree. Does not mean that I am cancelling the cosec. Cosec do not cancel each other. Okay. Just remember that. Don't give the cancellation sign. So what happens is that this is 90 degree plus 27 degree is equal to 3A plus A. That means 4A is equal to, this is not 3A, this is 2A. So this is 3A. 3A is equal to 117. Therefore, A you get 39 degree. So whether you proceed this way or whether you proceed as I have proceeded in this sum, it's the same thing. Okay. Next sum is find the value of theta where where theta lies between 0 and 90 degree if tan 35 cot 90 minus theta is equal to 1. Number 8, given tan 35 cot 90 minus theta is equal to 1. Okay, so from here, instead of changing cot, to tan, you can proceed as I have proceeded. Okay, or you can proceed in this manner also. Even if you want to change, even if you are very tempted to change, suppose cot I change to tan here only, then what will happen? Then what will happen is that tan 35 degree will become 1 by tan theta. I can write it in this manner. That means now what will happen is tan 35 degree is equal to cot theta. And you know that tan can be changed to cot or cot can be changed to tan. So now you can proceed in two ways. Either you can change uh, the right hand side cot to tan, or you can change the left hand side tan to cot. So what you can do is you can write this as tan 90 degree, not tan but cot 90 degree minus 35 degree is equal to cot theta. Either you can write this and then proceed, or what you can do is you can tan 35 you write as it is, and this cot you change to tan. Either way it will do. Okay, so either way you will get 90 degree minus 35 degree. What? I could not get you what you're saying. Your voice is cracking. I can't hear you. Okay, you get 55 degree. Even here you will get 55 degree. Okay, you'll get 35 degree is equal to 90 minus theta, and therefore theta must be 90 degree minus 35 degree, which is 55. So in both ways, whether you proceed this way or this way, you'll get the same thing. Okay, just see the difference in the method that I'm doing. That's it. And I have some more left. So let's. I think I have time for one more. Let's finish one more here. And trigonometry, I'm going to finish next week, and I'm going to start uh, graphs of simultaneous, how to solve simultaneous equations graphically in the next class. Okay, it's coordinate geometry. So given here is ABC are interior angles of a triangle ABC. Show that. Now, what do you mean by interior angles of a triangle? If ABC are interior angles of a triangle, that means the sum of the interior angle has to be 180 degree. So you have A, B, and C. Okay, sum of the angles here is 180 degree. That is what is given to us. Okay, you need to show that tan C plus A by 2 is equal to cot B by 2. Now from here, you see that you have a C plus A here. Okay, so what you do here is you find out the value of C plus A. C plus A will be 180 degree minus uh, B, right? So therefore, we start from the left hand side now. Tan C plus A by 2. Now what is the value of C plus A that we have got above? We have got 180 degree minus B by 2. So this is, now if we separate, you will get 180 degree by 2 minus B by 2. So you get tan 90 degree minus B by 2. And what is tan 90 minus theta? Cot theta. So this tan 90 minus B by 2 becomes cot B by 2, which is equal to your RHS. That's it. Okay. So do we have time for one more? Yes, let us see this one. 4, number 4. You need to evaluate this expression, right? Yes, evaluate. So you have sine 35 degree cos 55 degree plus cos 35 degree sine 55 degree divided by cosec square 10 degree minus tan square 80 degree. So you know that 35 plus 55 they add up to what 90 degree. So you can change either sine or cos to cos or sine. So let us change this sine to cos. Cos 90 degree minus 35 degree. And this cos remains as it is. Plus, and in the second one, let us change this sine to cos. In fact, let us change the sign both to sine. Both let us change to sine. So we change the first one, 90 degree, sine 90 degree minus 35 degree, sine 55 degree divided by, and you also know that tan can be changed to cot, cosec can be changed to sec. Okay, so what you do here is we can change tan to cot. So you can change this tan to cot square 90 degree minus 80 degree. So what happens? You get cos 55 degree into cos 55 degree plus sine 55 degree into sine 55 degree divided by cosec square 10 degree minus cot square 10 degree. Okay. Now from here you get sine cos square 55 degree plus sine square 55 degree, which is 1 because cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1. And in the denominator, you know that cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. That means cosec square theta minus cot square theta has to be 1. Okay. So either you can put 1 directly, or what you can also do is you can put cosec square theta, cosec square 10, instead of using this cosec square minus tan square directly. Okay, this is recommended. You should be doing this directly actually. But if you suppose if you don't remember, what you can also do is you can put cosec square is equal to 1 plus cot square 10 degree minus cot square 10 degree. And then this in the numerator you get 1 because cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. And in the denominator cot square 10 cancel. Once you open the bracket you get 1 by 1, which is 1. That is the value. Okay, so we stop here for today.